Good morning, students. I am Navneet Kaur from the Computer Science Department of Chandigarh Polytechnic College. Today, I am going to discuss with you the practical number one of Internet and Web Technology lab. The aim of this practical is that how do we configure our computer system in order to connect it to the Internet. Okay, first of all, I will discuss with you what is the definition of Internet. Now, Internet is a global network. It is a worldwide system of computer networks. It is the combination of a network of networks in which users all over the world they can share resources, they can access data, they can send and receive files, okay, all over the world by following some kind of protocols. When multiple computers all over the world are connected to each other, then that forms an internet. Okay, and in order to transfer data and share resources across different computers over the internet all over the world, there needs to be some communication rules to be followed and a set of communication rules which are followed for data transfer over the internet are called as communication protocols. Now, over the internet, I told you, all over the world, we have connectivity of computers across different networks. Now, this connectivity is achieved in two ways. Either you can connect your computers through wires with the help of different types of cables, like you can use twisted pair cables, okay, or you can use fiber optic cables. If you need a very high speed internet connection, then you will use fiber optic cables. It is a very good quality and it gives you very high speed, but only big organizations can own them. Okay, they can be rented on annual basis or monthly basis, so they are quite costly as compared to twisted pair cables. Another method is to connect to internet. It can be done wirelessly also by using satellites or microwaves or radio waves. Okay, so these are the two ways we can connect to internet. Now, what we have to study today is we have to configure our own computer system so that we get internet connectivity. So, how it will be done? First of all, let us see the requirements. Now, what are the basic requirements in order to access internet connectivity? Now, on the screen, you can see a diagram where we have a computer system, then we have a device, then we have cables. Okay, this is the communication medium in the form of wires. Then again, we have a device, then we have ISP, and finally, internet. Now, in this diagram, all the requirements to access internet have been highlighted. So, let us now discuss this diagram. Now, first requirement is your computer system in working order. Okay. Now, second requirement, the device which is shown over here. That device is known as a modem. MODEM modem. Now, this modem is the combination of two terms, modulator plus demodulator. Now, this device should be attached to our computer system when we have to configure it for internet connection. Now, this device is a connectivity device. Sorry, this device is a conversion device. Okay, to provide internet connectivity. Now, what is the function of this modem? Why do we connect this modem with our computer system? The computer system has all the data in digital form. Whatever is stored in your computer, that is in digital form, in the form of zeros and ones, binary form. But when we are transferring the data across the internet from sender to receiver, in between we have cables. So the cables can carry analog signals only, but our computer system, it is having digital information in the form of zeros and ones, combinations of zeros and ones. So how we will transmit our data from sender to receiver? So in this case, the device modem is required because it is a data converting device. Okay. Now this device will convert the digital data into analog signal for transmission. Okay. Then the data is now transmitted in analog form through the transmission cable. Then when it reaches to the other side, again we need to convert this data back into digital form. So at the receiving side also we need the same device which will perform reverse function of converting analog signal back into digital signal. So at sending side we are modulating, and at receiving side we are demodulating. Okay, so this device, modulator and demodulator, that is why it is known as modem, because it is performing both the functions. It is modulating also and demodulating also. Okay, now in the diagram you can see that the modem is connected to ISP. Now for our single computer system, if we talk, we have to connect it to the internet. First of all, we have attached the modem to our system. Then we have provided telephone cable connectivity. Then again, we have modem at the other end. Now this modem will be connected to ISP. This ISP stands for Internet Service Provider, which are permanently connected to internet. They permanent have internet connections, okay, and they sell these connections to the clients. So internet service provider will be used to provide a complete internet connection to our system. Now if we have to see the steps, okay, now we have to see the steps that how we will connect our system to the ISP, and then how we will configure it to access internet. Now I will show you the steps here. First of all, we will go to control panel. First of all, now we have entered the control panel of our computer system. Now, under the control panel, we will have the option of network and sharing center. Okay, I've selected the option network and sharing center. You will click on this option and a window will open. After clicking on the network and sharing center, a window will open from where you will click on an option, first option I've selected. This one is how to set up a new connection or a network. When we click on this, a pop-up window will open. You will see multiple options to set up a connection to the network. Now, first option here you can see is to connect to the internet, which can be done in three ways: wireless connection, or broadband connection, or dial-up connection. Second option is to set up a new network. Okay. Third option is how to manually connect to a wireless network. Next option is to connect to a workplace. Next option is to set up a dial-up connection. Then if I scroll down, there are other options also to set up a wireless computer to computer network, or you have another option of Bluetooth personal area network. So these are the several options that are available under this. So which one we have to select? First one, connect to the internet. So I click on this option, then it will show you on the screen that you are already connected to the internet, because I am having an interconnect connection right now working. So it is showing me that you are already connected to the internet. Okay, now if we want to see the options, we can select this option, that set up a new connection anyway. When you click on this, then another window will open where you can see that there are two types of connections, wireless or broadband. So we can choose any one out of this. Let us choose the broadband option. Now, this window is showing you that type the information from your internet service provider. Now, using this window, you can enter the username of the internet service provider, then the password which your ISP will assign you, and then your connection name, which is broadband. Okay, and finally when you will click the connect button, you will be connected to the internet through your ISP. So this is how we configure our computer system to connect it to the internet. Okay, so today we have studied the steps to connect to the internet. First of all, we have studied the definition of internet. Okay, then we have studied the requirements for connecting our system to the internet. So you have learned two important things, that for internet connectivity, a conversion device modem is required at both the sides, sending side as well as receiving side. And another important thing, that if you wish to connect your computer system to the internet, you must purchase an internet connection from the internet service provider ISP. These ISPs have permanent internet connections, and they sell them on annual basis or monthly basis. Another important thing that you have learned is that internet connection are possible in two ways, either wired connections or wireless connections. In case of wired connections, cables are used, and we have different categories of cables. We can choose them according to our requirement and budget. Coaxial cables are of lowest rate, and then come our fiber optic cables, which are of extremely good quality and provide high speed internet, but they are quite costly. And of another, we have twisted pair cables, which are of moderate cost, and they provide you good connection as well. So you can choose according to your requirement and according to your budget. Okay, another method that we learned to connect internet, that was wireless without using any cables. In that case, you can use satellite connections using microwaves, or you can use radio frequency waves. Okay, examples are your Wi-Fi. Okay, so wireless connections always have some wireless access points. They can be implemented on mobile devices. So this was your first practical, how to configure our computer system in order to connect it to the internet. So thanks to all of you for listening.